Today we're going to talk about the L4 PC, specifically the maritime version. So what is the L4 PC? Essentially, it's a new, in this case, is just the front plate bag. It is a modern take on what a plate carrier should have included in today's day and age. Even though L4 Performance is a relatively new company, its products has been used extensively throughout the world, from Belgian Special Forces to volunteer to the Foreign Legion in fighting in Ukraine right now. Its products have been used in combat and has been tested rigorously by other cool guys who are way more qualified than I am. So L4 is a company based out of Finland, and their stuff is genuinely remarkable. What I mean by that is the material sourced on the construction of all of the things that they do is truly on par, if not superior, than most established brands in this industry. And this carrier specifically is the L4 PC, the maritime version. So what makes, this is my new PC that I got from L4. The majority of the stuff that's here has been was part of my Frankenstein project. So, and I figured I'll just go do an overview of my current setup. So as mentioned before, the front plate bag is made by L4 Performance out of Finland. And what's really cool is that it's really modular. In the same essence how the Crye AVS started to be modular to build it out the way you want it to, the same goes for the L4 PC. Specifically how it can integrate with Crye Precision carriers. For example, here I have it mounted up with the AVS harness, and this gives it a much more better structure and stability when using heavier loads. So in the front, we're running an L4 quad placard chest rig. In this case, it's set up as a placard instead of a chest rig, and I'm running 4 AK magazines. This is just a placeholder to show that you have enough space to run 4 7.62 by 39 AK mags if you so wish. In the front we have the XS GP pouch, or their stretch GP pouch, also made by L4. And this is a really nice pouch because it's stretchy, obviously, but because of its stretchiness, you can really put anything that you want to into this pouch. And if it's empty, it is very low profile and it goes out of the way. The same with the 10-speed Blue Force gear pouch, which this is just a regular M4 pouch, which I have just right in the rain. On the side of the L4 placard, I'm running Tasmanian Tiger single pistol pouches, and these hold, for example, my P320 magazines. Now what's cool about the L4 is that it can run tubes on the side, which I have around to here. So if we move this guy around, so the tube is connected directly to the placard, and this allows to pull the placard towards your body, which makes it a very compact and stable. This is also the L4 structural cummerbund they have. It's similar to the Axle Advance Equinox, but I kind of prefer this because, first of all, this is much more low profile, and second of all, it's, I wouldn't say as stiff as the Equinox, but it's just a little bit more comfortable to wear, in my opinion, especially in this configuration. And if you run the Equinox on the harness as well, I think it's a bit overkill to have that much structural stability. What's cool about the L4 Cummerbund is that it goes from a 2-band to a 3-band in front. And this gives you the option of running a big buckle in the front of it in case of a small one. And there's no problem, but I kind of prefer this because I feel like it's a bit more stable of a connection to the placard than just the smaller first build Orca. So when we open it, as you can see, it has a unique attachment method. And the reason why you have a little piece of Tegris that goes kind of into the Cummerbund, it's that so that the first rear tube goes more towards the front. So it's eliminating that kind of gap in between. And so far I found that it works really well. And also here I'm just running my PR 152 inside of a Tier Tactical padded embedder pouch, which is then just connected to the front of the plate back. So if we just close it up. On this side, we have another L4 GP pouch, but this is just for admin or other miscellaneous things that you might need. And here we are using the L4 frag pouch, which is mounted on the Cummerbund. And here I just have a tag in frag for good times. And let's just go to the back real quickly. The back is not that special. It's just an AVS 1000 backpack, which I do run as its rear plate back configuration. So in here, I have my hydration plow just folded up. And then behind that, we have a training plate, and this runs the plate really stable. Also my relocation cable for my antenna. Why do I like the AVS 1000 as a rear back panel? The thing is, I like carrying backpacks on me. And the thing is, I want to carry, for example, an extra jacket if it's rainy or I don't know, whatever. And I feel like the AVS 1000 is just the perfect size because it really does contour to your body extremely well. Plus, it's still very slim enough that if you are indoors, it's not going to be in the way. And it's a just very elegant and streamlined system. So let's talk about additional features in the front of this playback specifically. So let me just take off the Cummerbund because I will remove the placard, and this is easier to. So what's really cool about this plate bag and specifically is, first of all, the different interface options for attaching pouches. If you wanted, you could technically, these are rows of molly, so you could actually just molly on the pouches directly into the front plate bag. However, or you can run it with Swift clips, how I'm doing, or G hooks, which is also a possibility. Or if you prefer, you see these slots on the top here. These could run a Crye style AVS panel. So whatever Crye flap that you have, or for example, the T-Rex arms ones, they would actually work on this carrier as well. A really cool feature about this plate bag specifically is the integrated phone holder. So if I release the magnetic buckle, see, and just pull it down, obviously there's no phone right now, but what you would do, you would put a little bit of Velcro on the back side of your phone, and therefore you have a very nice and clean built-in phone holder. And so far I've not seen many carriers that have this feature. And this has a Tegris backer, so it's not going to be wobbling around. If you don't like the magnetic buckle, you can remove it and just run shock cord, which is included in the kit as well. Speaking of shock cord, if we look at the attachment methods, you have holes, for example here. These are to either, like how I'm mounting a lens cloth for my glasses or optics or whatever. But you can also run shock cord in these holes to run a PTT, for example, which is really neat in my opinion. And then the bottom here, just to show, I have a sword dump pouch, and this is genuinely my favorite pouch, and I think the pouch that I use most often with all of my kits, to be honest. Just want to showcase the inside of the front plate bag as well. So if I just turn around like so, which is kind of hard to do, I hope this gets, let's just put it like this. Oops. So this is the maritime version of their PC. I'm running, I'm running training plates at the moment. But as you can see, there are a bunch of holes here in the backside of the carrier, and this is to allow water to drain out. And as you can see here, the plate bag sits exposed. Now, some might argue that this is with UV rays and whatnot, that you can damage the plate. However, if you just run a plate sock, for example, this problem can be easily remedied. Here on the inside, you see these two big loops. These integrate with the harness, so you're allowed to, it's the Crye AVS Harness attachment system. So, and it gives you a lot, so that the harness sits in these loops and they help lift the plate bag itself. When you can imagine the construction of the plate bag is, you have one big Tegris plate in the front, very stiff. Another one, the back side of the plate bag. And on the side, you have elastic. So depending on how thick your actual plate is, you're allowed to accommodate different sizes and different plate thickness within this one plate bag. Overall, I think this is let's put it back together. And I just want to showcase some other All right, I just want to showcase two different placards that I can use with this carrier. The first one is the Haley Strategic TRMP with the auxiliary paddle in front. Unfortunately, this does not have any attachment for tubes, so you would have to put like a first beer Velcro adapter here on the side so you can be able to run it with the Cummerbund, for example. And I like this placard because if you just need a triple shingle, which is really easy to re-index, I think this is a solid solution. If I like to run 4 5.56 magazines, I gravitate towards the Shock Concepts V3 placard. Now the Shock Concepts is modular, and you can run different magazines with it. But I have it run with 4 5.56 mags and a triple 10-speed Blue Force gear pouch. And in the front, I have 2 flashbangs and just a Sharpie here. So if we connect this guy to the plate back, it's actually a lot easier if you do it while you're actually wearing the carrier. And just like that, you've just switched out different placards. So depending on what you want to do and what kind of mission set you have, different calibers, different long guns, what have you, you're able to swap out placards very easily. This is why I love this system so much. And that's why if I look for a placard, I looked at if it has any tubes compatibility with it. Yeah. Oh, last but not least, in case you're wondering what this patch is, this is a patch I designed myself, and it illustrates a Balinese barong lion. And the barong is a symbol of all things good and fights evil in Balinese mythology. And being half Indonesian myself, I wanted to showcase my heritage in a cool way. So hope you like that. I genuinely do believe that that their products are very well made and very good value for money. So if you're ever on the fence on buying L4, I would I can highly recommend their products. Yeah, I hope you liked the video and the short overview of my current Frankenstein / L4 carrier. It is genuinely a remarkable piece of kit. It is a bit on the bulkier side, I would admit, but it is very comfortable to wear for longer periods of time. Well, hope you like this video. Stay tuned for the next one. And yeah, God bless. Take care.